Hi there, Ian Tischler here with New Horizons Golf. Today I want to talk to you about, some golfers have trouble when they go to the top of the backswing and they actually over tilt forward at the top of the backswing. And for these golfers in particular, they tend to make sort of early turn pulls. They start swinging left and they'll either really release it hard and get pulls or pull hooks, or they'll get swipes. And again, this isn't necessarily that having lean or tilt in that direction is not necessarily bad for all golfers. But for the golfers that do this and they run into trouble, what we're looking for is actually to find a way to get them a little bit more secondary tilt and find a way to actually get the club to return a little bit more from the inside. And so what these golfers want to get the sense of is that they're going to have their body turn in such a way that their chest has opened up, their hips and their chest have opened up in the backswing, so they feel like they can more swing along their body line. And while swinging along the body line, they actually feel like they're swinging, down plane and more out to the right, maybe over sort of the second baseman or between second base and second baseman. So what has to happen for these golfers is they actually need to clear room during the backswing. And when they clear that room, they're actually making room so that they can swing. A lot of people have talked about, like in bunker shots, how you sort of want to open up and you want to swing along your body line. Well, I've sort of always thought, don't you always want to swing along your body line? Now, in the backswing, if I open up my body in the backswing, so now when I am swinging down along my body line, I feel like I'm going to swing more out to the right. That's a good thing. Now, as I swing down, my body's going to be turning, but as I'm turning, I'm still trying to swing around my body line. At any given point in time, if I stop, I still want to swing in the direction of my body. And so, swinging around my body can create a lot of problems for a lot of golfers. So what we're trying to do is get this sense, how do I open up in the backswing? How do I get my hips and my chest in position so I feel like I can actually swing down plane from the inside as I approach impact? Now, the closer I get to impact, I'm swinging down plane, I'm swinging from the inside, my body's turning. The closer I get to impact, the less right I'm actually going to be swinging. However, from the top of the backswing, it actually feels like I'm swinging down plane. It feels like I'm going to swing more out towards second base. Now, in a sense, this is what Hogan meant when Hogan said you want to shift your plane to the right in the downswing. So if we get set up to the ball, and I swing up to the top, and sort of do what Hogan did, a bump of the hips in this direction and keeping the body open, now it felt like he could swing down plane, swing along his body, he's keeping his back to the target longer. It felt to him like he was trying to shift his plane more out to the right. In reality, all he was doing is opening the slot so he could swing down plane in the first half of the downswing. And again, as we continue to turn, post up, and move through the ball, we start making the corner so that it actually isn't so far right at the point of impact. Now, the feel for this is, if I were to open my hips first, now I'm creating room that I can actually swing to the inside. But if I swing to the inside and then my upper body tilts too far forward, you're going to find that now I can't swing down from the inside again without a big move or a big slide of the hips. That, for some people, that's problematic. They have a hard time doing that. These golfers do better if they turn their hips and they actually feel like their chest, maybe their sternum is more over the inside of their right foot. And so now they've actually opened the body up and they feel like they can actually swing down from the inside. Now as they post up on the lead leg and turn all the way around to the finish, they're not going to be too inside out. It just feels to them like as they initiate the downswing that they're starting down from the inside. So from this view again, the hips are going to open up, the chest is going to turn. Now I have all this room that I can swing down in front of me. I'm going to try to get the feeling of starting down plane, moving into the post of my lead leg, and then from here turning through and going through to my finish. So that's going to look like this. Get set up, turn the hips and the chest back, feel like I can swing down from the inside, and go ahead and make that turn around the corner. Okay, now what I like to tell golfers is that they have 2 left actions and 2 right actions. Releasing the club, having a good release, is one of their lefts. As a matter of fact, if they just keep their body still and they smash that release, they're going to get a nice, solid smash shot, but they're going to get a pull draw when they do that. That's their first left. Their first right is opening up the hips in the backswing. So if I can open the hips in the backswing, so I'm opening the slot so I can swing up and down the slot, I've just created my first right. So if I open the slot, swing in the slot, and smash it, I'll have 1 right and 1 left, and I'll get a nice draw down the middle of the fairway. Okay, now, I'm doing the opening of the hips in the backswing as a preset drill. You don't have to preset it. You can actually go ahead and do it just at the start of the backswing. Notice I said I'm opening the hips in the backswing. It seems to me that if turning my hips in this direction, if I'm moving in the forward direction and this is opening in the forward direction, then when I'm swinging backwards, this is opening in the rearward direction. And in a sense, I'm clearing in the backswing. I'm opening the room to slot it in the backswing, and I want to keep that room open during the downswing. In athletics, we're always trying to manage time and space. We're trying to create room or space so that we can create the athletic activity and the power that we want. And then we're trying to manage the time within the range of arc or the range of the motion that we're actually performing. So by opening the hips in the backswing, I'm actually opening space or clearing space so I can swing up the slot and down the slot. Then through the ball, I'm posturing up and I'm actually rotating all the way through to my finish. Now I'm going to do it without the preset this time. Okay, so you can see where these shots are going, that they're actually going pretty much down the middle. But I'm actually trying to create one action or one motion that's trying to send it to the right and another motion that's trying to send it left. There really isn't a straight in the golf swing. We stand on the side of the ball, we're swinging around ourselves, so I'm not trying to make that club go straight back and straight through. I'm creating a motion with my body that's trying to send it to the right, and then I'm creating a motion with my arm swing that's actually trying to bring it back left to that. Now, every great ball striker, in my opinion, has just 2 things that eliminate the right side of the golf course and 2 things that eliminate the left side of the golf course. So they have what I would call 2 lefts and 2 rights. Okay? So the second right is actually posturing up or getting called through the ball. It's using vertical force. And so the more vertical force you use through the ball, the harder it is to hook it. As a matter of fact, if your vertical force is strong enough, you can't hook it. You can try to hook it all day long, and your most hooked feeling release is actually going to play the ball dead straight, and I call that hooking it straight. Your second left is just your body getting all the way around the corner. So think of your 2 left actions as cornering actions. The release and the arm swing coming around the corner, and then the body coming around the corner. Think of your 2 rights as getting the slotting feel, swinging down plane as we're coming down from the top of the backswing into impact, and then from there, posturing up with good vertical force. All right? So if I get 2 lefts and 2 rights, I get a much more powerful shot down the middle. I can try to hook it all I want. I won't hook it. I'm just going to rip it dead straight. So what you want to do is you want to get the sense that you're opening up room in the backswing so that you can swing the club up the plane in the backswing. You have room to swing it in the downswing. As you swing through the ball, you're going to posture up and come all the way around the corner to the finish. Give that a try, see if it helps you out.